Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa State's offense will go on the attack first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took it. Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Got his man on the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Complete. Fights off the defender. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Randall. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Looking to throw. Back's got it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
So Kansas offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Jayhawks want to move quickly.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Cyclones come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Kansas offense returns to the field.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Jayhawks in the hurry up. Runs through the tackle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end getting vertical. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Power football with the run. Oh, and a move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks are on the move. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Cyclones have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. And back to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. And here comes the offense on second down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The give to the back. Crosses the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Cyclones have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quickly complete. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it's loose! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on third down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it on the option. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Cole. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cole. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Jayhawks are rolling down the field. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Up-tempo for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They get to him as he throws.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays. Guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Iowa State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. And he's going to go down at the 1.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy.
He's loose on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the move. Sweet cut there.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is...
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.